Hi, I'm Jeff and welcome to True Valley Lake Sailing Club. The club have now purchased two electric Rigiflex 360s. It's 360 because it's 3.6 metres long. They're charged in the underground boat store. On the wall here you'll see the charging unit, and attached to that is a cable with a connector on the end. If you lift the battery box on the front of the boat, on the port side you will see clipped in a clip is another connector. Those two go together. They'll only go together one way because there's a keyway on there. Once it's connected, you need to turn on the switch on the right hand side here, and once you've turned that on, you then push the button on the blue switch and hold it for a few seconds, and that will give the boat a 2-hour charge. It's on a timer, so it'll turn off, and providing there's no less than about 20% left on the battery, that 2 hours will get a full charge, ready to go. Right, although these are for coaching and for training, they're equipped exactly the same as a rescue boat, although they are not classed as a rescue boat. You'll find on the front, there's an anchor in the front locker, which is attached to a line and a length of chain. There's a bailer in there, so should you get water in the boat, you can bail it out. We've got our secondary means of propulsion on the top here, which is a folding paddle. It's just clipped in the top. If you release this clip, it gives you access to the battery box. In the side of the battery box is a plastic bag, and contained in there we've got a first aid kit, another spare kill cord, a multi-tool and a knife, and that's kept just in the side of the battery box, nice and neatly in there, so if you check that every day to make sure it's in there. At the front here you'll see we've got a floating throw line on there. If we move back through the boat, on the port side you'll see there's an isolating switch which disconnects the battery from the engine. If it's turned all the way as far as it possibly go clockwise, you'll see there's a green bit at the top that you can see. That means that the battery is switched on. Very easy. If you don't want anything to happen, just switch it off and it's disconnected. There's no power to the engine. If you go further back through the boat, you've got your stern lines both sides. Make sure that they're in the boat, not outside. And on the far side you'll see there's a floating tow line which is attached to it. Make sure when you go on the water that the bung is in the bottom of the boat. As you can see, if you do happen to get some water in the boat, if you make sure you go out and use full power and take this out, it will suck water out of the boat. The boat has a capacity of 450 kilos, which is for very generous sized adults, so there's plenty of capacity in the boat. It's propelled by a Torpedo Cruise 3 electric outboard, which is equivalent to about a 6 horsepower petrol outboard, and will propel the boat along at a maximum speed of 6.4 knots. You'll notice on the top here it's got a magnetic kill cord, and my advice would be, until you're ready to use it, keep that on the side of the boat. Don't put it on, it comes off very, very easily. To check to see how much battery life there is, make sure that the power is on at the isolator, and then if you push the far right hand button at the bottom of the screen, it will come up and it will show you on there how much battery life there is in there, and it's showing 99%. At the moment, without the kill cord on, very safe, nothing will happen. You can turn the throttle, nothing will happen. If you attach that kill cord to it, it will go round. So at this stage, do not put the kill cord on, otherwise it will turn the propeller, which is extremely dangerous. The engine is normally kept in this position, raised, so there's no damage caused to the propeller. All you need to do is just, if you raise it very slightly, push the lever down, and the engine will drop all the way down once you're in the water. Once it's on the water and you're ready to go, underneath here there's a red switch and it says lock and unlock. Move that to the lock position. But when you come in, all you need to do is just raise it and it will click and fit. The kill cord, as with all our other boats, must be worn around the leg. Very easy to do, just wrap it around the leg, connect it to itself and click it on there. Something that we haven't done before, which is quite new, is that the RWA now insists that what we do at the start of every day is we actually test that the kill cord is working. So once you get the boat on the water and power it up, just pull the kill cord off and make sure that the engine stops. Put it back on and you're away again, but just check it at the start of every day it is in fact working. These trailers are very lightweight, they're fitted with the rollers exactly the same as the ribs. When you get it to the water's edge, and it's quite possible you can do it with people rather than use the tractor if the tractor's busy, it's very lightweight. Just take the boat to the edge of the water, undo the painter, but make sure that it's still around the post, back into the boat, and it's held by the person in the boat. Once you get it to the water's edge, you can then release the winch. But it's vital to make sure that that rope is round there and is being held by the crew member, otherwise it'll be off the trailer before you know it. You can then ease the boat back into the water so the boat is actually floating. Once it's floating, you can just take that off, put that in the bow, give it a little push, and it's off the trailer and you're out. The reverse, when you come in, just bring it onto the trailer, lift the engine up, pop this around the bar, and you can winch it onto the trailer very, very easily.